Good morning, this is Saranya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, course name Web Design. In this lecture series, we are going to see the Unit 3 Web Hosting. In this topic, two types of web hosting. In previous video, we saw what is meant by web hosting and benefits of web hosting. First, let us recall what is meant by web hosting. Web hosting is an online service that allows you to publish your website through internet. With the help of internet access, whomever can access our website. With the help of online services, that is none other than web hosting. We have different types of web hosting. The important web hostings are shared hosting, reseller hosting, cloud hosting, and then VPS hosting. VPS is none other than virtual private server hosting, dedicated hosting. So these are the many web hostings are available, but some important websites are shared hosting. At the same time, virtual private server is also fast accessing hosting, and then dedicated hosting is also one kind of important types under the online service, that is none other than web hosting. So first let us see one by one. First, hosting is none other than shared hosting. Shared hosting is some kind of perfect entry level website hosting. This website will be stored on the same server. That particular server can access by multiple users. In this clear pictures, we shown in this picture clearly knows how the shared web hosting will access. So first we are going to process the data, whatever website files, the collection of files we are going to store in server. That server will give access to multiple users. N number of users can share that particular server. Single server can access by N number of users. That is none other than shared web hosting. So next hosting is none other than reseller web hosting. Is a type of web hosting services allows a customer to buy hosting resources from a provider and resell them to other customers. So first, in this diagram shows clearly how the reseller web hosting will access. First, the hosting company's server that we are going to, it's like an intermediate reseller. We are going to sell that to another seller. So that's what we used to call as a reseller. So that particular reseller will give to different kinds of clients. So that particular clients will access that particular web hosting services. This service is known as reseller web hosting. Next hosting is none other than one of the most important crucial part in web hosting, that is none other than cloud web hosting. Cloud web hosting is a current buzzword of the technology industry. In this today's techie world, cloud web hosting is one of the major role play. It means many computers working together, running applications using combined computer resources. So with the help of some cloud access, we are going to access our websites. So that's what we used to call as a cloud web hosting. This picture shown clearly how the cloud web hosting will access. Next, virtual private server web hosting. It is one of the ultimate middle ground between a shared server and dedicated servers. Middle between the shared as well as dedicated server. So VPS is an acronym. VPS stands for virtual private server. It's ideal for website owners that needs more control but don't necessarily need a dedicated server. This diagram shows clearly about how the virtual private server will access. Virtual private server, first of all, one server, then in that particular server itself we are going to create one part as virtual server. So that particular virtual server can helps to access our website. So it is also kind of shared web hosting. So in that particular main server, we are going to create some private server. So that private server is called as a virtual private server. So that we are going to create in single server, we are going to create 2 or more virtual private server. So next, in that, with the help of this virtual private server, the main advantage is to access our website freely, and also execution process is very fast access, user friendly, fast access. That is a major benefit under virtual private server. So last thing is dedicated web hosting. Dedicated hosting gives website owners the most control over the server that their website is stored in. We are going to store our collection of files in one single server that we can access in any way. As a user, we can access that particular server. The server accessibility is our own. So that's the major advantage under dedicated web hosting. So exclusively rented by you and your website, is the only one storage will be there under single server. Thank you, patient listening. Thanks for patient listening. Thank you.